He wasn't loud, he wasn't flashy, but Admiral Willis Augustus Lee, nicknamed Ching Lee, could outshoot, outthink, and outfight just about anyone who ever set foot on a battleship. Before World War II, Lee was already a legend, a competitive marksman who won 7 Olympic shooting medals in 1920. The man could hit a target at 1,000 yards before most sailors finished tying their boots. But his real aim showed up in 1942, when the U.S. Navy needed someone who could turn new radar technology into victory. That moment came at the Naval Battle of Guadalcanal in November 1942, one of the most chaotic, close-range sea fights in history. The Japanese were masters of night combat, their ships faster and better trained for low-light attacks. But Lee had something new: radar-directed gunnery. He used it like a sixth sense. When Japanese ships moved through the darkness, Lee's Task Force 64, led by his flagship, the USS Washington, tracked them long before anyone saw a shadow. In the early hours of November 15th, Lee's ships opened fire using radar data alone. The first major night engagement in history won that way. His 16-inch guns found their mark with terrifying precision. The Japanese battleship Kirishima took direct hits, erupted in flames, and sank by morning. It was a clean, calculated victory that changed naval tactics forever. Radar wasn't just equipment anymore. It was the new eyes of the fleet. Lee stayed humble through it all. His men adored him, calm under fire, dry humor, zero ego. When reporters later called him a hero, he said simply, "We just did our job." He went on to command Battleship Division 6, leading the Navy's heavy hitters through the rest of the Pacific campaign. Tragically, he died suddenly in 1945, before seeing final victory, but his fingerprints are all over it. Willis Ching Lee proved that brains and discipline could outmatch fear, and that the man who fights in the dark wins by being the one who can still see. If you enjoyed this trip down the rabbit hole, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart History for Dumb Times. And if you feel like fueling more historical deep dives, the link to buy me a coffee is in my bio.